Hello and welcome. This is a new channel where I'm going to document travels through Europe and working in Europe and maybe elsewhere. So I'm going to cover a variety of different topics related to travelling, working abroad, maybe a bit of stuff around business. But to begin with, I'm going to start this video by just showing where I'm moving out from. So every journey starts with sort of a move out, and after today I'm not going to have a chance to do this, so I'm going to quickly walk around and show where I've been living for the last 1.5 years, which is basically a police station. So in Bristol, where where house prices are quite expensive, there's these, and other places in the UK where it's a bit like this, there's these schemes called, or companies in fact, that take over old buildings like police stations and care homes, and they convert them into flats, and you can move in and you usually pay a fee. In this one I'm paying about £250. To kind of be, it's a bit of to be a guardian in this case. So they're called property guardians. So this is kind of a good example of one for those people who are interested. So moving out is an absolute tip. I'm trying to sort everything out, trying to sort of separate stuff out for recycling. As usual, loads of people have walked out and left their stuff, so we're dealing with that. It's a pretty grotty shower. I mean, there's some upsides and downsides to these kind of places. But the upside, obviously, is you can save loads of money. You do meet a lot of quite interesting people. But the downsides are, well, quite plentiful. You can be asked to leave within a month. So I've been pretty lucky. I've moved into 2 of these places and managed to stay for about a year each or more, I think. Whereas like a girl who just moved in, she had like 2 days and they told her that we were moving out. So they can give you like sort of 4 weeks notice at any time, and sometimes it's because it's not, you know, the purpose of the building isn't for renting, it's just kind of in stasis when things like planning permission are waiting to go through or waiting to secure funding. It's not quite like you have to put up with certain things. You can see it's a tiny bit shabby. So this is the company that run this one. It's ad hoc, and they've got a lot of notices and stuff around. So we'll just have a quick tour of so this is an old police station, like I said before. It's quite interesting. It doesn't have a jail sort of element to it. Not all police stations do in the UK. But it does have things like this, which is like an interview room, so you should be able to. This is quite interesting. You can tell the difference in sound. It suddenly changes. Sort of old, I think, panic button over there. So there's not a huge amount else to see, but I thought I'd start with this video and a few others before we set off. So the plan is I'm going to take a ferry from Calais to Dover, make my way to France, obviously, and then up to Amsterdam to see my cousin. So we'll do a bit of filming there, hopefully, and then on to, I've got a kind of a loose plan to go to Italy, but apart from that, it's a bit loose. So I'll talk about kind of that kind of stuff, travelling and planning, in another video. But for now, I thought I'd do a video for this one because it's the last chance I'll get. So huge amount of rubbish. I'm not the last one out. I'm pretty close to the last one out, I think, and that's the worst situation to be in. You always want to, if you leave a sort of somewhere like this where there's a lot of people, one tip is to leave before everyone else so you don't get stuck with all the getting rid of old mattresses and stuff that people have left behind. So it's a bit later and we have got down to the last few things to do. So there's a few things I've got to do. That mattress is mine. I've got to take that to the dump. This is the car I'm going to use. This is a brilliant old beast, which has stood me proud. Me and my brother drove over to Italy in it. This is a perfect car for moving stuff because it's already beaten up, so it doesn't, you don't have to panic about mashing stuff up. And when the seats go down, you've got a decent amount of space. So we'll go and look at the other two problems that we've got, which are a fridge I need to get rid of. I managed to. These are two things I've tried to sell on Gumtree but haven't sold. Oh shit, got the wrong keys. Yeah, so two things on Gumtree I tried to sell and didn't go. I listed them too late, basically. Just had a couple of days and no one was interested, so carry around this little bag full of keys and stuff. Really need something like a bum bag. You end up with so many keys to the lock-up car, house. Don't know why I keep on going. Right. So, sugar sticks. Back to the police station. I don't think there's that many people left in here, actually. Right. So, kitchen's now looking a lot better. That's got to go, so my strategy is going to be putting it on cardboard so it's easier to drag, and then dragging it downstairs. The problem's going to be all those stairs that we've got, and I haven't got anyone to help, so it's going to be a bit of a mission. I'll take all this crap to the dump. And right, we got this damn thing. So the strategy with that is going to be to smash it up, so it's just planks, and then carry that to the dump, and then clean all this crap, and then we're done. So here we are at the dump for the 4th or 5th time. Just getting rid of the fridge, some of the other stuff. outside, so that's a wrap. Totally moved out of Bishopsworth police station. So I think they say that moving's one of the most stressful things. Moving, giving birth, maybe. I don't know, and I can see that. It always takes a lot longer than you expect. I think I spent Sunday moving loads of stuff in a van to a lock-up with my brother. The whole of Monday doing cleaning. Not the whole of Monday, but a lot of Monday. And, you know, today still cleaning my room, finishing up the last few bits. Just trying to stop stuff falling out the side. So yeah, it's all done, and a big relief. So the end of an era. I always get this kind of end of an era type feeling when I move. As it is really, it will never return to that place. That building's being demolished, so we'll be the last person to ever live there, and the start of a new journey. So.